Hello everybody and welcome to episode 88 of the Pentagon Challenge, and for the first time in a very long time I will be live coming a Brasileirão match, but it is no ordinary Brasileirão match. It is the clash of first versus second, with the title race coming to a conclusion in a matter of months, and it's a perfect tie at the top. Palmeiras and ourselves, Vasco da Gama, have pulled out a lead over everybody else, and the fact of the matter is the winner of this game will have the final say in the title race unless something drastic goes wrong. We will be playing in Palmeiras' stadium this time around, but we have not won as often as Palmeiras, which gives them the slight advantage. However, we have beaten them earlier in the season, so we'll see if we can replicate that. And the fact that we've only lost 4 times in 26 games is absolutely immense. Other teams are struggling to really make themselves heard in this title race. We've got Cruzeiro, Santos, Paranense, Fortaleza and Mineiro on 40 points or more. Then the rest are just cut adrift completely, with loads of big names completely out of sight. We've got Flamengo in 11th, Botafogo 14th, and then, as I said, Sao Paulo, Fluminense and Internacional all fighting for their lives in the league, and it just makes absolutely no sense that those teams are struggling to get the job done. But one sign of optimism for Vasco is Palmeiras lost the most recent game, which prevented them from going 3 points clear at the top. So we will have to keep that in mind, and it was a good favour from Cruzeiro that got the job done. But I'm so pleased with the team that they've yet to be beaten in the matter of months. So let's just see what's happened since the last episode. I think it was all the way up here against Internacional. We got the 1-goal victory against them at home, but then in the return fixture at the Beira Rio it went to a deadlock at 0-0. The Brazilian Cup defence began here against Treze of the 3rd Division, and we were given a big fright at the Amigão Stadium. The underdogs fought as hard as they could, but quality play from Pedro ensured that we got the narrowest of victories in this first leg. Well done to him. Cruzeiro somehow are not in the title race at the minute, despite big wins over ourselves and Palmeiras. In this case they beat us fair and square, 2-1. Popo and Casado got the match winners for them. Now this is probably the performance of the league campaign thus far. I know we've beaten Flamengo already in the Copa Libertadores, but this was one I was not expecting to win, especially as my new left back Para got himself red carded after only 4 minutes, as a matter of fact. However, my players just rallied on and put in an amazing performance, one that I might never see again from these players, as we put 3 goals without reply past Flamengo in the 2 halves, including one from Pedro and then a penalty as well. However, they did get 1 consolation goal, but it didn't matter. We were made of sterner stuff, and we got the win despite losing our left back and having to sacrifice a player inside the first 5 minutes to make way. Then the great form continued. We demolished Nautico by 3-0. New signing Douglas scored in the opening minute. Well done to him. Then we also had goals from Magalhães and Leonardo, which was excellent. We put more goals past Treze to ensure we were progressing into the quarterfinals of the Brazilian Cup, the title we're defending, of course. Against Corinthians and Figueirense we're given tough tasks. We failed to beat either team, but we were not losing. We're not on the losing end either. In this case it was an unacceptable giveaway, as we were 2 goals clear, and then Vinicius Araujo of 32 years of age, he put 2 goals past us and cost us the chance to stay top of the league. Most recently we played Sport, what's their full name, the Sport Recife, and we beat them by 2-0 thanks to Croatia and Evander. And then our local rivals Fluminense, who beat us 4-1 earlier in the league, all the way back in, it's a long time ago now, where is it? I've missed it. No, Fluminense here in July, they beat us 4-2. However, in our Brazilian Cup quarter-final first leg, we put 4 goals past them. An inexplicable performance from the Tricolor, as they are known, as we put a goal past them, they equalised, and then their fatigue really caught up to them, with Pedro, Nen and Fonseca all scoring. So that sets us up very nicely for our game at the Allianz Parque against Palmeiras. The build-up pretty much should conclude here, but Palmeiras have a very, very good team. They've taken some heavy hits in this campaign, but have gone unbeaten for quite some time. But if they lose today, then I have a great feeling that the title could be veering in the direction of Vasco, and we could complete an unprecedented treble of trophies, which is something I've never done in Football Manager. And I can't wait to see if we can manage to win our second major Premier Division in this Pentagon Challenge. And it has been a remarkable journey, as we've won 50 games, drawn 20 games and lost 10 times in our time in charge of Gigantes de Colina. If we take a look at when I joined the club, it was the 18th of September 2024, so it's my 1-year anniversary in charge, and it will be my swan song as I will be leaving the club at the end of the season. So now we can head into the games of 28th of September. We have Grêmio against Santos. That's massive. I'm looking out for other teams, but Paranense are the only other ones I should be concerned about. I've named my team in advance. Generally no problem. Injuries are affecting nobody apart from the poor Marquinhos Cipriano, the man who probably deserves the most credit for winning the Rio de Janeiro State Championship. He is gone for the next 5 to 6 weeks. Apart from that, my massive squad has been untouched by injuries, and the majority of the time have not been getting suspended, so I'm very happy with that. And if we can get this crucial win against Palmeiras, then we could be romping towards Brasileirão title, and be so satisfactory to get the title back in Vasco's hands after they won it twice in a row not too long ago, and then Flamengo took over the hierarchy in the league. So we'll just quit the build-up. We can see their formation is the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. I've gone for my usual with my best players. We'll see how good these guys are. Gil Herm, not bad at all. He's in a natural position. Mamute can play up front. He's not so good. But Christian Godoy, he has a twisted ankle, so we'll have to marshal him. And oops, I clicked the wrong button there. Sorry. And then Jaja is pushed up, and he's a quality player, despite being over 30 years of age now. I certainly won't count him out from a good performance. But look at the fatigue on Godoy. He's knackered. But the rest of the team look to be in respectable shape, so we'll carry on now into the game. It's been plenty of build up now for definite. We'll mix it up by going short passing and floating the crosses into the box, and we'll turn that off. So now we can finally get this game underway. We need to get a victory to rubber stamp the season and make sure we are the ones that everyone has to live up to, rather than letting Palmeiras in with an opportunity to run away with the title. But I know they've been striving to win it back after so many years. So let's see what happens. There we go, kick-off time, and it is Vasco to get us underway. And it's Van der and Para linking together now. Fonseca trying to find Megales, but now Fonseca returns for a push forward, and Jaja commits a foul. Evander's free kick doesn't find a teammate, but Evander cuts inside the box, but not for long. He's lost possession. Yuri Mamute goes long, but doesn't find anybody apart from Matthews. And now the famous green club get a corner, and Pereira takes. Correia gets rid, Jaja to Godoy, and that goes wide. Forward now, get a shot on target that was blazed over by Van der, our natural set piece taker. Bruno links with Emerson. Now Pereira from Antonio's pass. Mamute to Silva. Pereira over to Jaja, and there's a clear space on the left hand side. Gil is the nominated player. Guilherme Mamute, he's buried it in the bottom corner, and incredibly it's his first club goal. It seems to be the pet peeve of Football Manager Universe, where a goal down to what I presume is a brand new signing, and Palmeiras definitely deserve the lead, if I'm quite honest. We're not showing up at all so far. The continental champions are suddenly on the back foot. Now Pereira to Jaja. Could this be the double salvo? Thankfully not. Our goalkeeper was able to shepherd it wide. He was not under any pressure, but Andrini has had a godly season. Truly splendid what he's capable of between the sticks. Now Adrelison can only head it back to Pereira, and Jaja scored, and the crowd is going absolutely wild. Vasco are not showing up today. A change of strategy is needed, and we have to shut out the crowd noise for just a minute. This is a pathetic performance. We'll have to go more direct, pump the ball into the box, and just do something different. The discipline has evaporated here, and Palmeiras are well and truly the dominant team. Can we get this one goal back? Megales does! It's a fluke header that looped over the goalkeeper, and that puts him on 17 for the season. I have to say that was extremely fortunate on our part. We have to make it count. We can't go 3-1 down here. The 4-1-2-1-2 is ripping us to pieces, and we just have to stay alert for the remainder of the first half. And Jaja has now strained his groin, and that could be a reprieve unless we concede here. No, it's gone over the bar. However, Palmeiras deserve immense credit for a first half to die for, and we have not shown up as a unit whatsoever. So we'll look at the formation. It's done a great job, and we have to shake our heads in disbelief. I am lost for words with what I've seen. The exhausted Godoy hasn't done much, but Mamute is the man who scored, so we'll probably go a little harder on him just to make a point. He's got a Japanese sounding, well, sort of Japanese sounding name, but he's not Japanese obviously, so Prozone may have to come into use later, but I just don't think now is the right time to use it, because I've been chatting away for so long, as I often do, so we might just have to swap a few players around and recover this disaster from getting worse. So we'll turn that off and be more expressive again, see if we can redeem ourselves for going 2-0 down, then making it 2-1. There is a sprinkle of hope in my opinion, but we really have to do better than 3 shots and the one on target going into the back of the net. It feels very Portugal-ish, and Mamute within 30 seconds gets a one-on-one opportunity where he hit the woodwork, and this is not good enough. Come on, Vasco, you got to do better than this. And again it's Palmeiras going to the D, where they find Gil on the left hand side with their backs turned to goal. Pereira, Guilherme into Pereira, he's got way too much space, and Andrini was deputised with saving the ball from going in. They go for a rainbow corner. Antonio to Jaja, score of the second goal. Douglas can only get it back to Antonio. Silva to Gil. Jaja, no result there, and Mullen comes on as the first substitution of the game. We have a yellow card for Bruno, and Mullen is a striker, so I have to mark him. Goal for Gremio. That puts a little bit more pressure on ourselves, as they are 4th in the league now. No, they're only 6th, but it feels like they're challenging for honours if they win that game. So we'll consider a substitution of our own later, but definitely Vasco are shepherded, and we are not making our midfield count. However, I may have to bring on Martin Sosa to replace, I think Adrelison can come off, he's not as familiar self, and then we'll bring on the third substitution later in the game when I know what Prozone has to say. There we go. So changes absolutely needed. 22 fouls conceded from Vasco, not enough to really gauge a rhythm or anything like that. Now Centurion, he's suspended for the next game. He won't be used for it anyway, so we have to show more passion. And now I might have to take a Prozone break. We are being completely dominated, and my gamble has gone totally wrong. Jaja is still on the pitch causing mayhem, and now we have to use Prozone. It may be too little too late, but I'll just have to see what on earth has gone wrong. So certainly the shots are one-way traffic, but we have to understand why. So the passing is the first thing I'd like to see from Vasco da Gama. We've only hit 15 key passes, Palmeiras 17, we've intercepted 57, 195 complete. The key passing in the right areas, but Palmeiras are able to do more damage in their half of the field. The crossing, as I probably can imagine, all 9 have been given away, not good enough. So that's a good enough reason to see what we need to go into the middle. Mistakes, turn on Vasco. We've missed interception 5 times. That's just the way it is. We have to look at scoring chances. Nothing there. Set pieces, nothing I can tell. Average positions overall, no idea. We're compact. Palmeiras as a response, they are compact, but that's what they want to be, so that is harming our play. The movement, we've made 20 dribbles, but they don't look to be in promising areas. You can see the left hand side has been totally shut out, so that's unacceptable. Aerial challenges for Vasco, we've lost more than we've won, so not good enough. I can't really tell, just the crossing is terrible, and we need to get more shots away. As you can see, we've missed the target from a massive distance, and the one goal we got was from a set piece where we fluked it in, so we have to stop shooting from so far out. It's dreadful, and we must do something about it immediately. So my response, honestly, all I can think of, we're in deep trouble, and we don't deserve anything from this game. So we'll be trimming the majority of the end unless we get the results we badly need. So we'll go on the pitch now and try and rescue this doomed situation in only 20 minutes. Evander to Matthews. Can we get the shot? No, not even that. Para on the move. He's got his back turned. A 2-on-1 situation, and Diogo holds. A rare shot from Gigantes, and we make our final change. It must change, and change soon. We get a 5th shot on goal. Vini comes on for Palmeiras, and I think that is game. No question about it. We have been outclassed. Come on, guys, don't give up. Here we are. Corner from Evander. That's only as far as Emerson. Evander will try again. He's had a lot of space, and it snuck in from an own goal. Emerson got in the way. We have a flicker of hope, but only 2 minutes plus stoppage time to do anything about it. Will this be the most undeserved draw in the history of the Pentagon Challenge? Matthews has won a corner. Only a minute plus the additional time to come, and that's gone out for another corner. Only 2 minutes have been allotted. Megales doesn't get there. Fonseca has to clean up the mess. He goes beautifully to Matthews. It's hit by Gill and cleared by Emerson, the unfortunate man to give away the own goal. Silva can clear. Gill is unmarked, and the counter-attack can commence. Palmeiras have lost it now. Leandro to Batista. Megales can't get there. Para. Evander loses it. Sosa must clear. Route 1 again. Batista stranded in the offside position. That's lost us over 30 seconds of the 2 minutes, and this could be all she wrote. Gone out for a throw in there. Matthews quickly to Fonseca. Van der has opened up the midfield a little bit. Para has to belt it in this penalty area. It's gone out for a throw. That was a squandered pass. And again, we've lost about 15 seconds. And Emerson and Silva can pass it around the fine edges of the pitch here in the Palmeiras Stadium. I forget the name. And we're over 2 minutes. And that is all that the referee would like to play on for. And that is a terrible defeat. We didn't deserve the 2 goals, in my opinion. And I'm disappointed that we gave away 3 goals. It's very characteristic of us going into a big game in the league and giving away a lot of cheap goals. But well done to Palmeiras. It does mean we have only 11 games to undo the damage of this result and become the champions. But as long as we stay in and around the top 3, then you can't really say it's been a poor season. The referee has been criticised by the media, but as long as we don't collapse and lose for the 6th time and then go on another losing run, I will be okay. But Palmeiras open up a 3-point lead again. They have won 2 more games than us, so that basically means we have to overtake them on points to stand any chance. However, we will certainly qualify for the semi-finals of the Copa do Brasil. That should, unless something spectacular happens, we are through to the semi-finals, where we'll be playing one of 4 opponents. We'll review that for you now. Fonseca's demanding more games. There's nothing I can do, but I think the players are now responding. I'm getting a rhythm going where everybody's playing. We're being quizzed by the media, but we'll just see what we can do next, because I want to get to the Club World Championship, which will be coming up in November. That will disrupt our run to the title. However, those are the kind of games you want to play, and then we'll see if the Brazilian Cup is worth getting into semi-finals for. So here we are. Flamengo is still in it. They have a 1-goal advantage. Same with Mineiro. We beat them last year. And then Santos, the only other team to have won, also have a 1-goal advantage. However, we should be fine to play one of those teams in the semi-finals. However, I'm all out of time. I'm sorry I couldn't get the result today, but it does make things a bit more exciting as we head into a key period of the season. We've got to play Botafogo, Sao Paulo, Atletico Mineiro, Fluminense and Grêmio and Paranense, all in the space of a month. So we'll see you there, guys. I hope to comment further, but we'll see you probably for the Club World Championship or the Brazilian Cup semi-final. I'll see how things go. Bye for now.